Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. I'm excited to go over March's favorites and fails. I tried a lot of products. I have a lot of thoughts. I do have a side-by-side that I will be doing so that you will see the application of these products. I had some big hits, some big misses, and some right in the middle. So if that sounds interesting, then just keep watching. All of the products that I'm using today I will have linked in the description box below. Starting with the brows. There's a cat in here. I tried two different brow pencils this month. I tried one, I didn't bring everything in here, so if I don't have it to hold up, you know I'll show a picture. I tried one from Temu. I had my very first Temu makeup haul in the month of March and found some goodies. I used a brow pencil from Temu, and I also checked out the new brand at Walmart from Makeup Revolution called Relove. I tried both, and the better of the brows I'm going to give to the Relove brand. This one just goes on a little bit easier than the Temu one. This Relove brand, there are some good products in there, and they are all extremely inexpensive. Most are under $3, under $5. So this Blade Brow, I used this to fill in my brows today, and it did a good job. This is one that I would consider repurchasing. I have mine in the shade Dark Brown. Moving on to primers, I tried a brand called Luxaza in the month of March. They reached out to me. They asked if they could send me some products to try. I said sure. They sent me these eyeshadow sticks, which I had a great time with. I will do my best to either link the videos that I'm referencing or link them in the description box as well, just in case you want to see more information, more detailed information about those products. But I tried Luxaza. They sent me their eyeshadow sticks. They also sent me their eyeshadow primer and a setting spray. So the eyeshadow primer I used today, and I do really like this. I believe when I link this, this comes in a set. I like the setting spray as well. But what I like about this is that it is super silky in texture. Reminds me of my Ulta Matte. Goes on super easy, affordable, and my eyeshadow goes on with no issue. I don't set it with powder. I just give it a minute to set on the skin. A little bit of coverage, but it's the texture that I like best. Face primers. I did try one from Temu, and it was not an enjoyable product. It was very slick. It felt very oily. I don't feel like it did anything good or bad for my makeup, so that would be a fail. So for today, I used my current favorite, which is this Loreal. This is the Prime Lab 24 Matte Setter. This one I have been reaching for again and again, even over my high-end favorites, which says a lot. I love eyeshadow, you know this. So I tried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe, eyeshadow palettes, and I can't say that any of them were terrible. If I had to rank the worst, probably the one from Temu was my least favorite. But I also chose more rosy tones, which are not my general go-to. But this one worked out well, and I used the chunkiest glitter, and if you watch that video, it's a chunky glitter, but it held on for the day. And it's one of those that you're gonna have to build up, but it was super inexpensive. I've been having fun on that website. I tried eyeshadow palettes from the Relove brand. This Motivate palette is all mattes, and this one, not bad as well. I mean, I would say that this feels in texture just as good as the e.l.f. I Love You a Latte, and you're actually getting more shadows in here. So I would give this Relove brand a try. Staying in the neutral category, this AOA palette that I tried, I loved it. I thought this was great for under $2. Fantastic neutrals. For my bold look, I did the LA 4Play quad. This one you just saw, is this a quad? Yes, you just saw recently. Bold. I have to get this cat out of here. One moment. No kitties in the filming room. Okay. Bold, beautiful. This one, the quality in this one was fantastic. I would definitely pick up more color stories in this formula. One more eyeshadow that I tried. This is the LYS. I love this one. I've done multiple looks. I'll post pictures. First time LYS has come out with eyeshadow, with an eyeshadow formula, and I love it. I'm not huge on the pinky purple, but that's just because it's not my cup of tea. But all the other colors, I loved the teal. It actually kind of reminds me of this one. Beautiful, beautiful quality. You know I love LYS. And of course, I have a discount code with them if you're interested. And what I chose to have on my eyes today was this one here. This is the Colourpop and Snow White eyeshadow palette. And it is a fun palette. I do have some thoughts. If you are a Disney person and you're a collector, it's beautiful. What I love about this palette, I love the bright pop of gold. I love this blue. I will pop up a picture of the eye look that I did with the blue. I enjoy this palette. What I don't enjoy about this palette is that it tends to lean very peaches, oranges. So if those are shades that you are drawn to, you will like this. The shade here called Carried Away, that one is pretty. I like that. I find myself being drawn to only a couple of shades. So that is my word of warning. If you have a very minimal makeup collection and you really want to get the best bang for your buck, this might limit you. So this one I may not reach into a lot because I'm not looking for the oranges and the peaches, or I have palettes that I would rather reach into for that. For today, I used In the Land on the outer corner and just sort of blended it up. Then I took True Love and put that all over the inner and blending into that shade. Then I just couldn't help myself and I went into Spellbreaker and I put Spellbreaker right on that inner corner. 3 shades, that's what's in there. And I like it. I do like it, but I do think that it's very warm toned. Continuing on with the eyes, I picked up a liner from Temu. It's okay. It's not the creamiest, it's not the inkiest. It is a twist up, so I'm not poking my eye, which I appreciate, but is it one that I would repurchase? Probably not. Definitely gets the job done. I have it in my upper and waterline. I have it a little bit on the edge here. It's workable, especially for the price. The prices that I paid for those Temu items blow my mind. It's definitely worth playing on that website to check out. I also picked up from the Relove line this Slick Flick liquid liner, and I like this. I like this a lot. I struggle with liquid liners, and I found this very easy to use, to just pull out and drag in my deep set eyes, which are not easy to put a wing on. This one is working out well. The only time that I had an issue was when I brought it all the way in. It did bleed a teensy bit in that inner corner. But if you are like me and only do it on the outside, this is a workable product. Mascara. Tried a few different mascaras. I tried one from I tried 2 from Temu, one of which I am wearing today. I can't say I love it, but this is the one that I like better. I had the one that looks like a peacock. I'll post a picture. Well, it's a peacock color. This one, which is the better of the two. Very inexpensive. Shot Missy, that one was pretty good. That was the Fat Lash. And then BoxyCharm sent me the El Maquillage. I do like the El Maquillage, but $25, $30 like the El Maquillage? No. So today I put the Temu Butterfly one on. And it's not bad. It's a little thick, it's a little clumpy, but would I repurchase it? No. But it's workable. And it doesn't run, which I appreciate. Foundations. I tried one from Temu that was interesting. It was a color changing foundation. It's just not enough for me. I liked it that day enough. I've used it a few times throughout the month. It's just not enough coverage, and it feels like I'm putting lotion on my face. The texture is a little bit weird. So that is not one that I would go back to. The other one that I used was this one from the Relove line, and this is the Super Matte. This one is not bad. It is a little thicker than I would like. So what I do when I have a foundation that I like that is a little on the thicker side is I use a sponge. A sponge definitely helps to thin it out, to not look heavy and cakey on the face. The other thing that I don't love is that it doesn't have a pump, but that's okay. I oftentimes use a palette or the back of my hand, and this one worked out well. I think the color is a little bit light for me, but I made it work. Wear time seemed fine. I didn't have any issues with it breaking apart. I didn't get super oily, which I appreciate. For concealer, I will pop up pictures. I tried the one from Temu, it was a no. I tried the one from Relove, it was a no. I tried the one for Shop Miss, which technically was a foundation stick. No, I am so fussy about concealers. So today I just put on my Ulta Full Coverage Matte. This is just one of my most reached for concealers right now, and it's at a drugstore price, so yes. For powder, to powder my face, I tried a few. I tried some from Shop Miss, the cute little one. I'll post a picture. It was cute. It was nice. Nothing magical. From Temu, I tried 2 different ones. One that was a little more brightening. That was okay. The one that I really liked was this one here. That's kind of a Givenchy inspired item that is for brightening. I have used this probably more than anything of the things that I got in that Temu haul. I've been enjoying it. For cream contour, I tried this one from Temu, and I tried this one from the Shop Miss haul and try on that I did. This is actually a foundation stick that I picked up in a contour type shade. I picked this one up in Cappuccino, and this one I think is in light medium. Now the one from Temu is not my favorite, but I think that's kind of my fault. I have a couple products in here that I'm starting to find out that I need to avoid certain packaging. I picked up the NYX Wonder Stick a while back, which had the contour and highlight. Didn't like it, decluttered it or returned it, I can't remember, and I think it's because I don't like this little skinny stick. I didn't love the shade either, but this is a fine product. I just am not drawn to this teeny size. I don't want to draw and draw and draw on the side of my face. So if you like the NYX Wonder Stick, you might like this one from Temu, but not my favorite. I did, however, love this one from AOA. This is the one that I have on. It's funny, I picked up 3 different shades of this foundation stick. I picked up one to use for concealer, one for foundation, and one for the contour. The other 2 I did not love. This one I do. And it could be the shade, but it is silky smooth on the skin. Easy to blend. I really enjoy the shade. That Cappuccino is great. I think it's perfect for my skin tone. Less than $2. I love it. So that is a huge win for my Shop Miss haul. For liquid blushes, I did try this one from Temu, and obviously Temu has some inspired products. This one looks an awful lot like the Rare Beauty, and it is very similar to the Rare Beauty blush. You'll see me applying this. I got a nice pinky shade. It is pigmented, not quite as much as the Rare. It is long lasting. It is easy to blend. Word to the wise with Temu, everything that, like I mentioned, everything that I used today, I will have linked. Everything that I bought, I will have linked. Some things go out of stock. You can click to be notified, or they'll show you things that are similar, but this is a hot one. I was lucky to get my hands on it, but for sure worth trying. Super inexpensive. I believe it was less than $5. For face powder, I've really been enjoying this one from Relove. This is the Super Matte. I got mine in vanilla, and it does a nice job. I used this today just to mattify. I can't find my puff, I'm sad. A brush works. This one I've been enjoying. Sets my face nice and matte. Again, maybe too light of a shade. I don't know. If it's vanilla, we'll see how it works in the summer. I didn't try it under my eyes. I'm a little bit afraid because it's matte, but there it is. I've also taken my puff in this after I've done my makeup, and I'll sort of go on the side, and I will sort of clean up my contour. I've been liking to do that with this powder because it's got a little bit of pigment to it. I like that. It actually reminds me of the NARS powder that I recently got that is a lot more expensive. So this is a nice one, especially if you're oily. Normal to oily. Dry, I'm not sure you would like this one. And for powder products, here is an example of where I need to watch with the packaging. Like this one from Relove, I tried the contour and blush palettes. They were nice. They went on really, really nice. I just find that I have a little bit of a hard time getting, this is the brush I use in here, but I use a bigger brush in my bedroom. I have a hard time getting in those pans, so brushes matter. Depending on what brushes you use, if you use smaller brushes, or at least think about that when you're buying a product. Will my brush fit in there? Will this drive me crazy? Will this cause me not to reach for it? That's important to think about because that is affecting me with this one and this one. This one is the one that I got from Temu. I did have some fun with this one the other day. I used it as eyeshadow. It is really a nice shade to contour out the eyes. Just a thought, inexpensive. What I did like was the one that I got from AOA. This is the lightweight matte finish powder. I got mine in the shade Frappe, and I enjoy it. It's smooth. It kind of reminds me of the e.l.f., but a little less expensive. Very nice product. This is what I have on today. For powder blush, I did grab this one from Shop Missy and did really enjoy it. I have that one on today. I love a little bit of a shimmer in my blush, and this one is over top of the Temu one today, and I like it. I think it's really nice. It's a fun, shimmery, peachy, pinky, purple. If packaging gets you, I like this one. For lips, I tried this lip liner from Temu, and it is a little on the draggy side, but I like the pencil. For under $1, it is workable. I did struggle a little bit filling in my lips, but I got it done. I will use this. I just wish it were a little more brown, but I was looking at the options. This is as brown as it appears to get on the website. And you know, that's a struggle when you order online. You get what you get. But this one was not bad. For lipstick, I tried a new one from Temu. It looked great for the first hour or two, but then it just sort of fell apart. If you eat or drink, it's very dry, it doesn't last. Kind of the typical old school liquid lipstick. Not one I would recommend. For gloss, I tried the Wet n Wild Mega Slicks lip gloss, and I do like it. It's not going to replace my Fenty or my Maybelline lifter, but it is a nice, inexpensive grab formula that's going to give you the shine without the stick. I do like this one. It was a good month for eyebrow gel. The Relove one was the biggest fail. This one is super wet. It was really strange because it came with a spoolie to use, but the spoolie didn't fit inside. This is like really thin hair gel. I have made it work. I found I had a Wet n Wild spoolie with a brush on the other side that I was able to bend and fit in there, and it did work out. I don't like it when I do the gel first and then the pencil, but if I do the pencil and follow up with this, it can be used. It's just not one that I would recommend. Too wet and gooey and too much work to make it work. I also loved this one from Temu. This one was amazing. The day that I demoed it, I didn't even realize that it actually on one side comes with the brush and the comb, and on the other side, if you unscrew it, there's a brow gel in there, and it is a really good brow gel. Of course, I believe it's showing as sold out. This is one that I absolutely would purchase again and would recommend. The other one is a hit and a miss, and it makes me a little bit sad. I tried out this Wet n Wild Brow Maximizer, and it's cool because it has a brow gel on one side, which is amazing. I have it in my brows today. I used it after I used that Relove pencil. And on the other side is a brow powder. The sad thing is, maybe it's Ulta's website, they only have 2 shades listed, and neither show up on my brows very well. This is the neutral brown, and I believe the only other option is ash brown. Maybe on Wet n Wild's website they would have more, but I find the powder side pretty unusable. The gel side, amazing. Last thing is setting spray. The setting spray that I tried this month was this one from Luxaza, and I'm not noticing anything magical, but it definitely works. Like I said, if you wanted to pick up that set, it would be great. The mister is fine. There is no strong scent. My makeup seems to last. I like it. I feel like I was a hot mess in this video. Hopefully you had some fun, and I gave you some ideas on what you might be interested in, what to grab, what to avoid, I certainly had fun. I had fun playing with makeup this month, and I'm excited to say that so much of it was so affordable, and that makes me feel good that I didn't break the bank feeding my addiction. I appreciate you spending some time with me today talking about makeup. Please consider subscribing before you leave. I upload Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, and would love to have you join me. If you hit that notification bell next to the subscribe button, you will be notified when I do upload. Give the video a thumbs up and make my day. Leave me a comment. Let's have a conversation in the comments. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one.